Hey guys, welcome to the Traderstation Podcast.
What's up, guys?
It's our second episode.
Yo. Hi.
We are excited. We want to make this a little bit more livelier to start with than the last one. We were just getting our feet wet, but we're ready to go. We got some good topics for you guys, and let's get it.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hopefully no technical problems this time. Yeah. Alright, let's get down to it. We usually each have a pick of the week, fun pair of the week that we like to look at. We'll start with you, Christoph.
Oh, man. Can I say nothing? Is nothing an option?
Yeah. You got your
Nah, I'm just...
Or how about like your previous week? Like how did it go?
Alright, well, I'll get into the pick of the week. I just, my month actually, I want to talk about this a little bit later because someone asked, how many trades do you guys make a day? And, I said, I kind of look at my numbers over the month basis now. And September was, I think I was down 1% for the month of September. But I like to look at it like kind of every quarter. The 2 months before that, July and August, I was up 5% in July, 10% in August, and 1% down last month. Ooh, can you guys hear an echo?
Yeah. His microphone's out.
Well, anyways, it to like, even to me, when I first started trading, it was like, you have to make profits every day or every week or every month or whatever it is. But, nowadays I look at the long-term picture. I look at the year, I look at the quarter, like 3 months. And I think if you can keep like 15%, up movement in your account for every 3 months, I mean, you're talking about over 50% for the year if you can do that, and that's a good return for anybody. So, but anyways, September, I thought for me, I don't know what you guys thought September, but there was like everything was ranging. There was no breakouts. We'd go to the top of the ranges, we'd fall back to the bottom of the ranges, and we would just keep doing that back and forth. So that's why September was kind of a tough month for me, and that's where I feel like we're at right now. We're just at the top of ranges or at the bottom of ranges, and it's difficult, if you're looking for breakouts or something like that. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I'm kind of looking at the New Zealand dollar USD just because it's at the top of the range right now, and I think it'd be very difficult for it to break above. Let's see, I just want to get it open. The 65 handle, I think if it breaks above 65, like it's just going to fail. If you look at the daily chart right now, we're pretty much at the 50 EMA, and we haven't touched the 50 EMA since May. So you're talking 5 months. So I think that's definitely going to cause some resistance if we can even pierce it. The market's just opened. It looks like we're heading down, but that's not to say we can't go up a little bit, pierce it, and then reverse. But nonetheless, I think 65 is going to be tough. That's about 50 pips up.
Yeah.
And even I don't see it getting much above, what's that, 65, 50, 66. Like, I just think it's going to be tough to get up there. I think New Zealand dollar is going to be going down toward the bottom of the range, like the 62.50 area. The bulls just don't look strong in this last since 923 or so, since we started the uptrend. They just don't look strong. We've got a lot of overlap. We've got a lot of tails, a lot of selling pressure on top of bars. So, my pick is just for the New Zealand dollar to kind of fall back to the middle, to the bottom of the range. So, that's what I got to say.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. What about you, Mike? What's your pick of the week?
I'm gonna go with the dollar Swiss pick.
Oh, you brave man.
I know, I'll probably not trade this one back.
Wow, are you serious?
On the daily there isn't much happening. It's just sort of consolidating close to previous high of 0.99. Actually, it's just stuck there for a bit. I think obviously the dollar's had a few ups and downs recently, especially with NFP on Friday. But I think this pair is very, very bearish. I think there's a lot of room to the downside and a lot of resistance up top. So I don't see it breaking 99 anytime soon. I think if we see price rally for some reason all the way up back past the 985 mark, then we should see it fall again. I don't see it going any higher than 99 at all. And then on the buy side, I'll probably wait for it to come all the way back down to the 945 where there's some sort of a consolidation happening. I'll be looking around there, but apart from that, nothing. I mean, everyone's afraid of this chart for some reason. I think if you limit your risks, then it's all fine.
True.
I mean, I don't know, 40 pips maybe for your risk should be fine on any trade, but I wouldn't buy now because it's just a lot of sideways action. I would wait for it to break out of the recent, I don't know, 300 pip range that it's been in and just trade the extremes rather than finding little pockets of opportunities in the middle. So yeah, to sell I'll be looking at 0.988 and then to buy 0.945. That's it.
Fair enough.
Just picking the top really.
Yeah. How about you,
That's it.
Doug? What's your pick of the week?
For me, I'm always gonna stay with my beloved Euro USD. Like I said, yeah, that this is gonna go to the upside. I'm seeing a 1.2. It's heading towards that direction, even though that if you look at the weekly chart, it does look like a wedge. But to me, that it's not really being confirmed. It looks like a really disgusting wedge at the moment. It's not really confirmed that it's a wedge, but it just looks like a trend to the upside. And it's just failing to break through all the resistances. And then right now, it's actually sitting at a resistance or close to that resistance. It's just above. No, sorry, not the resistance. The support. Sorry, it's sitting on a support, but it's sitting just above the support at 1.11171. So then this should be a good buying area. And then if you're very short term, if you buy this area right now, just put your stop at 1.10579. You can just put your stop there, and then your take profit can be at 1.1441, 1.16057, or 1.2. That's where your take profit can be. But all I can say is with the Euro USD, since the US dollar is declining and it is losing value, obviously the big guys are going to try and pump it up so it can just last longer. But in the long run, I would sell the US dollar. Just go long on the Euro USD, even though we do have the Euro situation. But obviously, you can also look at the pound as well if you want to play a safer option. But I just really think that the Euro USD will go to 1.2 sometime in the near future, sooner rather than later actually, because it did spike up all the way to 1.16. Now it was 1.16, 1.17, okay, around that area. So then that actually shows
That it broke. It
destroyed the previous resistance at 1.14. So then, and then right now, if you just look at the chart at the weekly or even the daily chart, you can just see that it's actually a bullish trend. And then just add on 2 positions and buy the pullbacks also. That's what I have to say. But Euro USD is bullish all the way to 1.2, and then we're going to see what's going to happen there, as there are 2 major resistances around that area. So just be careful, people. And that's it, I've got to say for Euro USD.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that, and I'm also gonna have to stick with my guns. Last week, I picked the pound against the dollar. My bias was long, and I was looking at it heading towards 155. It did look quite weak throughout the week, but I don't think the bears have enough strength to to carry on taking it down. It did spike up after the negative NFP figures, and it came back down. But I still see it strengthening. And heading, it's still below 152 though, so, and that was quite a significant level, but it's still in that zone, and I don't know, I see it heading towards 155 still. It might meet some traffic around the 153 level, but
Yeah.
I see it long term heading towards 155. I don't know if you guys agree.
Yeah.
I'm currently
I
long
agree.
with that. Well, yeah.
I agree. I think you gotta watch it though. If it does close below 1.51, I just think you need to watch the price action, see how the lower time frame charts look. By lower time frame, I mean like 1 hour, 4 hour charts, and just see what the follow through looks like. If the bears look strong and stuff, if it does close below 1.51. But I do agree that I think we should head up, and that 1.55 area is a great target.
Yeah, I agree as well. I think
Yeah.
1.53 is probably your first obstacle. Yeah.
Cool.
But I don't see any trouble. I don't see any trouble getting to even 1.56.
Yeah.
No trouble.
Yeah.
But slowly and steadily.
Last
Yeah,
week
on that.
was pretty mixed across the board, and NFP kind of added to that a bit. Dollar weakened and then suddenly started strengthening again. So I think we'd have to wait till maybe tomorrow to have a much more solid view on how the dollar's going to do. But long term, we can already see that it will probably weaken. So yeah.
Why you guys gotta hate on my currency, man?
Now your
Currency
currency
is
is
the
dead.
track mark.
Like your currency is dead, Christos, yeah, and your currency will make me a lot of money. Thank you. Thank you, America. That's the American dream right there. Thank you.
That's what we're here for, baby.
All right. So let's get to it. We wanted to speak about basically certain people, like, I don't know, you might have come across in your journey, like trying to study as much as you can about the forex industry and how to become the best trader you can. You might have come across loads of tips and gurus everywhere, and there seems to be a lot of misconception and confusion around, and people asking us, oh, is this the one way to trade? Is this the right way to trade? And we always tell them the same thing. You need to find the way that's right for you. But there seem to be like groups of people telling these newbies that no, this is the one way you can do it, and you can only learn how to do it through us. And I don't know, I think that's kind of messed up, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, it is, because like even this week actually I saw a couple of posts like that, and then on Instagram. Obviously, I'm not gonna say who they were, but I did comment on some of the pictures, and my comments got taken off, and they blocked me. So what does that actually say? Like if my comments get taken off, that must mean I'm actually talking the truth and I'm not talking rubbish. If I'm talking rubbish here, they would just simply reply to me and then shut me down for everyone to see. But then rather they choose to take out my comment and just delete me. So obviously that does show something there. Like, and the reason why they told people this is the only way to trade, because they want people to just sign up for whatever that they're offering. And then they want people to think that that is actually the only way to do it, which is actually really wrong.
I mean, the reason why we all even came together at Traderstation was to form a community that teaches several ways to trade, and to give awareness to all the different types of ways there are to trade. I mean, because if you listen to any traders with decades worth of experience, like I've said this before, but I listen to a lot of interviews and such, and the one common theme is you need to find something that works for you. And this is said by option traders, future traders, forex traders, equity traders, all types of traders. They preach how you need to find a style of trading that works for you and for your personality. I can remember, I'm with an online prop firm that their strategy is trading options, not binary options, but like American style options. Anyways, when I was interviewing with them, they said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? That was one of their questions. And I said, I just see myself connecting with all different types of traders. I think it would be real cool to start a community that has all different types of traders, that has option traders as well as future traders.
Yeah.
I was like, even penny stock traders, even though I think penny stocks are a bunch of BS, but like, throw them in the mix, and just throw a community of successful traders in there that aspiring traders can look at and say, my personality is leaning me toward this style of trading, and my personality is, long-term rather than short-term, and short-term rather than long-term. And I think it would be real cool to connect with a bunch of traders like that. And, they were very impressed with that answer. They were like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool or whatever. And it's just so different. And that's what I think separates Traderstation from the rest of educators, is that, we really try to preach all styles of trading here, and we want to find styles of trading that work for you. I mean, the fact of the matter is, if you only know what the day trader is doing, you don't know the bigger picture. If you only know what the longer term traders are doing, you don't know the smaller picture. So you don't understand why things are getting caught, why the market is pausing here, or why the market is accelerating rapidly at that price level or something like that. So understanding all the different types of traders there are and what they do in the market, I mean, that's how you can breed long-term success, in my opinion.
I think the main issue is many traders, they fall under the impression that you need to have the best technology and you need to have the best software to be able to produce consistent results. And you don't. You really don't. I don't see why I need to pay for software and spend all that money learning just so I can be profitable. I think it helps, but just like a golfer doesn't buy golf clubs and then that makes him the best golfer in the world, I don't think software makes you the best trader in the world. I think you have to sit down and study. That's primarily what you need to do as a trader. You need to study and put the work in. Software can only take you so far. And this is what some people, I mean, when you start out, it's hard to be told,
don't get
that matters.
Software. Sorry, man, to cut you off here, but when you just say software, oh my god.
I know.
And I think
It's just
part of it is
silly.
when they tell you that you can't use free software, you have to use the software you have to pay for. That is a very, very silly notion. I think we touched on it last week when I used the example of Google, which is free and it's revolutionized the whole world and the way we think and the way we access information, and that's completely free. So the fact that it's free doesn't make it any less as valuable. If anything, if someone's offering you it for free.
To be honest.
Sorry, what were you saying, Mike?
I was just saying, it's obviously a marketing tool to say you can't be successful unless you purchase a software.
Exactly.
Go talk to any trader who's actually a real trader and tell you about software. They don't even use software. So then, if I was a guy, if I was a person new to trading and I hear about software, and I did hear about it when I was starting up, but then obviously I thought about it. I was like, so if the big companies do not use software, why am I using software? Like, am I actually going to make money off this? And then all I've done I just done research on the software. And then what came up here is like, software is just a whole lot of crap. That's why I never use it. And then people will not even do software, and then they'll just do whatever they hear. Oh yeah, it's good. Buy the software, they'll just buy it straight up with not even doing no due diligence, nothing, no research on it. Anything. They'll just buy it straight up.
It's all well and good if you study.
No,
it's all well and good.
They're lazy people though.
It's all
I mean,
well
a lot
and good
of-
if you study the software does, but most people will just jump in and say, well, they're offering a course with, software to go with it, so it must be good. So I'll buy it.
I mean, a lot.
Oh, sorry, mate. Speak.
No, I was just gonna say, a lot of traders, they like clean charts. They like as little on their chart as possible, you know. So it's like you don't need a software to tell you anything. And if you think that any type of software us retail traders can buy is giving us an edge over Goldman Sachs and all the other institutional algorithms out there, I mean, you guys are crazy. That's just not possible, you know. And the beautiful thing about, you know, trading today is it's so much more advanced than it was 10 years ago. Like, there's so much more information, there's so much more technology, education, and a lot of it is free. It's like, that is the beauty of it, that anyone can just start learning pretty much for free. And if you don't take advantage of that, then you know, I think you're a fool.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's the other thing as well, something to touch on as well about. Yeah, everything is there for free, but then the application of that, like, that's where you actually need guidance. Because in me, yeah, I didn't have no one to guide me. That's why it took me a very long time. But if I had someone to guide me, yeah, I would have done this much quicker. It took me about 3-4 years. I would have done this within a year. But then,
and you know, Doug, that's pretty quick, to be honest, because a lot of people are still struggling. You're 7, 8, 9, to be honest.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah, like, there's a guy who's been trading for 7 years, and all you've done in about 8 months is about 12 tips.
Wow.
And he's proud of that. And he's traded for 7 years. You know, like, there's some things there where you go on here and you see that you're not making no progress, to stop it and do something else. Because then, like Chris, the way he said, it becomes a hobby for him. And you actually try and take it seriously or not, but nah, man. Like me, I told myself over 4 years, 3-4 years, and basically I think that's quite good for me, because then I now know, yeah, what not to do, because I hit all the wrong stops. But then if I had someone to guide me as well, yeah, obviously that would be much quicker. And then I would
but you probably wouldn't have made the mistakes you made, and you wouldn't have learned the lessons you learned. That's the difference.
That's
I'd
true.
rather
Like,
learn on my own, but at the same time, the mentor speeds up everything. The whole process is a lot faster when you have a mentor.
oh yeah,
The journey that can take 4 years. Yeah, because at the end of the day, example is the best teacher. Someone else's experience is a better teacher than you can't learn everything. You can't go through every experience. That's why you have mentors. That's the whole point.
Yeah, exactly. And there are some things that you just gonna have to learn yourself, but having a mentor makes it a lot easier. Like,
they can teach you how to learn, but not teach you what to learn.
exactly.
it's not like it's going to be like handed to you on the plate. You have to do some work as well, because people just want it like handed on the plate. So here you go, like, here's 1,000 pips. Don't do no work for that.
And I think that's what why people get sucked in by this software trap, because they believe they want it the easy way. They just want it as easily as possible. Even with signals, we always advise people who follow our signals to use it in conjunction with their own analysis, because at the end of the day, their trading style might not suit ours. So it's more important for them to use the levels as sort of I don't want to use the term, but like a really good indicator, and then use it in conjunction with their own analysis and place a trade in that way.
Problem is, they put 100% of their trust into the signals, and then if it doesn't work, because you're never going to get 100%. If they don't work, they have someone to blame for their losses. That's all.
And then on top of that as well, we can have even a whole week with bad signals.
Yeah.
But unless you've got the good risk management, unless you do understand how the market works, like, there'll be people who will be complaining, like, 2-3 bad trades, and then they'll be like, oh no, this is crap. I'm like, what? There's no what person on this earth who's ever gone without losing.
Exactly.
Everyone loses, even for a week. I don't think we lost for a month.
I just said I was down 1% last month. Like, once you start looking at the bigger picture, it really changes, and that's something like kind of trading options kind of taught me. It's like, it matters what happens at the end of the year. It doesn't matter what happens at the end of the week. And to speak, and on another level, like, there's even some successful hedge funds out there that even have a losing year, but they're still successful. But that's a little tougher for the retail trader, because we got bills to pay, kids to feed, whatever it might be. But the fact of the matter is, you don't need to take money from the market every single day. You know, you want to try to take money from the market every single month, yeah, but if you have a bad month, you know, if you have 2 bad months, you know, and 10 good ones, then you're probably doing pretty good, you know.
It all adds up, you know what I'm saying? It all adds up. So just don't be worried, just have your risk management ready and that's it. If you got your risk management ready and then you know you can trust your own analysis, you do well. That's it. And discipline.
That's it. That's key.
Yeah. So yeah, next we wanted to speak on something that one of the people in our group asked us about. Is it possible to grow an account, $100 account, like to basically grow $100 account? They wanted to know if it was possible because I guess they were starting with $100, and I believe it is possible, but if you're going to use the correct risk management, it will take some time. You can't expect to get rich really quickly.
Alright, like with that one, yeah, obviously me, I'm gonna say this. Obviously, like $100 or £100 or 100 whatever, there's no fucking point. Sorry for my language, but there's no point. But if you actually want to do it, it will take time, a lot of time. And if you're prepared for that, you can actually grow it. So it's like a double-edged sword for me. Like you don't, like it's like you're on the fence. You like don't start £100 account and then grow it and take years to grow that, or should I just start wait and start the bigger lot? But then you might be scared to lose a lot of money. That's why people say always put money in that you're not afraid to lose. That's why people tend to put in like £100 and then they will lose £100 and then they'll say, oh, trading crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what they say.
Is probably you can either go with the proper risk management and wait for years and years and years to build it up, or you throw caution to the wind and say, I don't mind losing 10% of trade. But then if you lose 10% of trade, you have 10 losses and you're out because you're starting your journey afresh. And I don't think £100 or $100 is actually a significant amount to have in your account at any one time. I think there's no way that you would say, oh yes, I'm going to trade little tiny micro lots for a year. You just can't do it. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't see the results that you've been sold. Basically, you'd be told you can get this and this amount, and then you start to trade, and then you put in £100 or $100, and you start seeing $5 gains in your trades, even though you've been holding it for 500 pips. You know, so that would kill your confidence.
Yeah, $5 a week. $5 a week is tough mentally. You know, it's tough mentally.
Yeah, like
you don't see it as 5% of your account. You see it as $5.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like for like example, like if you're going to the shop, you're gonna crawl, you're gonna walk. Like crawling will take a long time, but you still get to the shop crawling. But if you walk, it'll be faster. You know, it's just like that. Like
My
you
whole
get to the shop if you're crawling, but if you walk, yeah, it'll be quicker.
My whole thing is I don't see the rush, you know. A lot of times when people are like, you know, I only have $100, you know, they don't really have any education or experience in the market, and they're just trying to throw that $100 in as quick as they can and try to double it as quick as they can. Like if you took however long it took you to save up $100, why don't you just continue to keep learning? And continue to learn for, you know, another 3 to 6 months, and then you'll have $200, and then continue to learn for another 3 to 6 months, and then you'll have $300. Like there is no rush to this, and I know it's so hard and it's easy for me to say, but you know, I'll admit it. I was a beginner, and you know, I had more than $100. You know, I had thousands, and I lost thousands pretty damn quickly. And you're gonna go in there and you're gonna lose hundreds pretty damn quickly. Like there's just no rush. There's no rush. I went into the market after like, I don't know, a month of watching like the most bullshit videos I've ever watched in my life, and said, oh, I know how to make money in the market. And you know, I went in there and I lost it. Like there was just no rush looking back on it. And it's easy for me to say now, and I know it's hard for you, you know, anyone starting out to be like, oh, I just want to get my money in the market. I've already been studying for 3 months. Like at the end of the day, 3 months is very little.
Yeah.
You know, so there's just no rush. Don't rush it.
Like it's just like for example, like when I was like starting out and doing everything, like to put money to the market, like I used to go like work and then I used to do all kinds of things, like stand outside for 10 hours straight in the snow in English weather, working just to try and get money into the forest market. Any money that I could have, I used to work for it and then I used to earn it and then I used to put it in the forest market. I used to go out, when I went out, I'd try and con some people to pay for my drink. You know, like, yeah, you know, like it's things like that. I used to put in and then I used to lose it. I'll put in a grand, lose that, put in 2 grand, lose that, 3 grand, lose that. I'm thinking like, wow. But I only blew like what, 4 accounts, 3 or 4 accounts. Obviously, early stages, yeah, I was eager to, yeah, like the first time I done forest for like a month, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I lost like £500 gone within like especially 3 days, I think. I lost it. Done. Yeah.
Happened so quick.
It was funny. So then, yeah, I learned of that. And then I blew my next account. I learned of that. Blew my next account. Then I learned of that. As I said, yeah, like I actually learned on my own, you know, like no one was there to show me, do this, do that. I didn't even know what risk management was. But then I just kept on going and I said, nah, you know what, I ain't going to keep up. Because there's other people that want to give up and all that. But I'm actually going to keep going. That's what people have to do. So like when I hear people complaining, oh, I'm not going to go 100, 200. I'm like, so what else you do with the money? Like if you really want this, you will have this. Like right now, I've got it right now. It was a struggle. 3-4 years is a struggle doing this. And then on top of that, people telling you that you're not going to get anywhere with it.
Yeah.
Now imagine that. And then now people will come and complain to you saying that I ain't got enough money to put in. I call that bullshit. That is bullshit. People are they're just lazy. They don't want success. All they see is just the end product. They will never see the journey that you took. That's it. And then, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
If I keep going on, yeah, I will not stop.
It's just like any journey to success, you know. And with anything in life, if you want to do it well, if you want to become a footballer or a singer or whatever, there's a lot of hard work that goes into it, and people don't see it.
No.
Look here, if you don't want hard work here, become a gold digger or play the lottery. That's it. If you want to be rich and comfortable, become a gold digger or
you telling people to become a gold digger right now?
Yeah. Look here, like that's the only real thing in it. Even if you're a man or a woman, they can. A man can be a gold digger, a woman can be a gold digger. A woman can play lottery, a man can play lottery. That's the only thing that they can do to become rich if they're just lazy and don't want to work.
But the thing is, the lottery is quite high risk compared to trading.
Yeah.
I've got more chances of getting struck by lightning than winning the lottery if I walk in the shop.
Yeah, it's true.
So then now people want to play the lottery. You're wasting money there. That's money down the drain.
Yeah.
And the best is they play the lottery when it's 300 million, when everyone in that mother's playing it. You have a better chance of playing the lottery when it's $10 million, you know, because no one's playing it then.
And then yeah, on top of that as well, like there was some guy a couple weeks ago, he spent about £200, and then the guy says, oh no, but I won £30. I said, no, you lost £170. You spent £200, you won £30, but I said, no, you didn't win £30, you lost £170. It's just perspective of how people choose to see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. If people knew everything, then this world would be fair really quick.
It's tough. I remember hearing stories. You just gotta stick to it, just like anything. I'm sure you guys have all heard the whole, it takes this many years to be a doctor or a lawyer. That's how many years it's gonna take you to trade. But you just have to be ready to grind it out. I've heard a lot of stories of people starting off at prop firms, and like they'd be the most, like the smartest, brightest kids in the world, but they just couldn't handle the environment in there. They just couldn't handle being in there. And then there's the other guy that's saying, because in prop firms there's a lot of swearing. When you're the young guy, the first guy in there, first couple of months, you're pretty much everyone's bitch or whatever. And if you can't handle that, you're not gonna make it out. But if you're the guy that's like, oh, whatever, man, like you can say whatever you want to me, I'm here for the next 30 years, I don't care. So you just have to have that struggle, that tenacity, whatever you want to call that, persistence to stick through this and understand this is a long-term thing. Like I have a cousin right now, and he's been trying to learn how to trade, and he wanted to make his first trades the other day, and he was just scared. He couldn't pull the trigger, right? And he was texting me, and he was like, oh, like it just sucks because if I took my my signals, I'd be 3 for 3 today. And I was like, dude, who gives a shit if you go 3 for 3 today? It does not matter. We're in this for the long term. Like, you need to be patient with it and let your journey play out. Not how fast can I flip 100 or 1,000 or how fast can I quit my job. Like, everything needs to fall into place the right way.
Like talking about that, but like quitting the job and that, like, I taught a guy in February, and I think now he's just quit his job and he's paying. He's actually trading full time now. I'm not going to tell his name, but if you ask him, the group, I told you his name. This guy basically he didn't actually learn anything about trading. Then I taught him for like a couple of months, and then there's another guy as well. I started at the same time, but he still doesn't get it. So it's different with everyone. Just because someone says to you that, oh, I learned this in 2 months, doesn't mean you're going to learn it in 2 months. So the other guy, he learned it within 5 months. And then I started with another guy as well at the same time. And then we're still on the basics right now, like months later. We're still on the basics. But the other guy, he's actually quit his job, he's actually doing this full time. So it just depends on you personally and what time you have. Don't give up very important things. Only give up the bullshit. That's it. Just don't give up very important things like picking your kids up from school. And paying the bill. Like, don't give those things up, but give up the bullshit. Like when someone calls you, yo, do you wanna come hang out? Nah, just stay in, because you wanna be better in life. So then stay in and just chop the whole day. Just sacrifice a little bit, man. Like, because the whole world is there still. It's not, it ain't gonna go away unless you get hit by like a comet or something, But yeah, man, it just takes different times from different people. People learn slow, people learn fast, people forget things easy, people memory or whatever. Just everyone's different. But if you have the same drive and determination, you will get there at some point.
Yeah.
That's how I was talking.
When I first started, I used to look at charts so much. I wouldn't recommend this, but I was looking at charts so much that when I went to bed at night, I closed my eyes, I could see candlesticks. That was that deep, like.
The trading dreams.
I've had that as well.
Yep.
I've had that as well. I would wake up in the middle of the night sweating, thinking, oh my god, I've just hit margin. I'll check it and then everything's fine. I was have nightmares about it. Like, hey.
Have you ever had charts up by your bed and you've fallen asleep and woken up and the first thing you see is candlesticks on just right beside you? I fell asleep with charts in front of me.
And then like that's the other thing is all like people ask me, hey mate, like why don't you sleep? You're always up. Even if I call you at 3 AM, you're actually up. And like, dude, does money sleep? Money's just playing. Like I ain't rich enough yet to sleep. Like I was sleeping on the weekend. Yeah, that's nice sleep. But during the weekend, business as usual. I don't sleep, but then you're gonna go sleep. Yep. And then guess who's gonna gain more knowledge in that time? Like all I say here, because like people would love to sleep 10 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, he said, well, if you sleep that long, try and cut your sleeping time to at least maximum of 6 hours. Or if you can't do that, just sleep faster. Okay, that's it. Sleep faster. That's what he says. Yeah, sleep faster. Just got 24 hours in a day, and then you're gonna sleep half the day. Really? Who does that? Or even though, when you wake up and chill and you just watch TV, what's that doing for you? You can watch TV here and there, but like if it's an everyday thing, and then you go
TV out.
Yeah. But like you can watch TV here and there. But I'm saying like every single day, like people watch 4 hours straight of TV. I'm thinking,
such a waste.
Those are the same people, Those people, who do all this, who don't bother with success and all that. Those are some people who go and complain about rich people. That's what I'm saying, but you're doing nothing about it, and then you're going to have to complain. You're just trying to kind of escape. Like don't complain for the 1%. Be the 1%. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
It's very simple to do. It's very simple to think about, but it's very hard to do. But that's what they're all done. Like 75% of millionaires are self-made. Like is that by mistake? No, it's not.
No, not at all. And a lot of you guys in the group, man, you guys are young. We got some 15-year-olds in the group, 18-year-olds in the group. Like, if you are 18 years old and you're getting into trading, like I wish, I got into trading when I was like, 21, 22, and that's even still pretty young. But if you're 18 years old, by the time you are 21, 22, like, you're probably gonna have a pretty good understanding of how to trade. And if you don't, you're gonna be pretty damn close to being consistent if you aren't already. Like, you're 18 years old, oh man, you have the
Got all the
world
time in the
ahead of
world.
you. Yeah,
Like,
just
I
take
was-
your time with it.
Like, I was 20 when I started trading, and then now I'm 24. If I started at like 15, like some of these guys that we talk in the group, like younger, I'll be like, wow. Like right now, I'll be like at least worth 500 million. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But something like that. If I start, but that's coming like, before I'm 30, I'm going to be worth over 10 mil. Guaranteed. What's that? Not even 10 mil. Like, that's a bit of a low standard 10 mil. Let me go for 50 mil.
If you
Hey,
can make
Phil-
$1 million before 30, you're doing pretty damn good. Tell you that much.
Yeah, much better. But then $1 million by the time I'm 30, you're probably worth about $500,000.
Yeah, the way
really-
things are going.
I need to aim for 100 million now because $1 million is probably going to kiss by then.
But at the same time, it's not just about the money. We're traders. We talk about money, and it's all it's the freedom. It
Yeah,
is the
that's the most
freedom.
important part for me.
Like,
Yeah,
if you
that's the other thing as well.
if you give me $40,000 a year and I'm making that trading for the rest of my life, I would take that over getting paid $1 million a year and working 60 hours a week and not
Yep.
being able to do a damn thing. Any day of the week, I would take that. It's all about the freedom, and that's what people don't understand. Like, I was at a family party yesterday, and I'm just starting to tell people now that, like, yeah, this is what I do for a living now. I quit my job, yada yada yada. I'm just trading, and they talk about, oh, how much money you're making, how much money you making. It's like, I don't talk to one trader in the world that talks about dollars. We talk about percentages maybe, and besides all that, I'm at home enjoying every single minute of my day. Even if I'm sitting there watching the market, it's something I enjoy to do. I do it in the comfort of my own home. I babysit my nieces and nephews from time to time. It's the best feeling in the world to be able to be free and to be with your family and to live life on your own terms. And that's what we're really about as traders. As much as we want the Lamborghinis, the gold-plated Lamborghinis or whatever it might be, we want the freedom more than anything.
And that
Yeah, man,
brings me to a question that we actually got in the chat, on the Mixler chat. Someone wanted to know what our weekly target was profit-wise. And we get questions like that a lot. And you know what? That's not the right way to look at things, right? Because
Look, yeah, no, look at this, Jeff. Yeah, like that is actually quite a good question because if you're a day trader, you can have a weekly
yeah,
target.
true, yeah.
So really, just
But
like
it's not a dollar figure. It's not a dollar figure. It's a percentage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was my point.
Percentage. Yeah, that's it. Don't ever ask for dollar figures. Dollar figures, they don't even matter. Like anyone who looks at dollar figures in trading, yeah, is really stupid. All you need to look at is percentages and the pips that they actually get. Because the dollar figures, oh my god, like the amount of Instagram I've seen, some guys got 10 pips and then they claim they've made 50 grand. Come to trading, start now, you can make the same. Yeah, really. Like,
If you're getting out with 10 pips and you're making 50 grand, just imagine what happens when that goes 5 pips against you.
Exactly.
You're down $25,000. You're pretty much down that when you enter on the spread.
Yep.
It's
Spread alone is
crazy.
about $25,000.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, people have to think of this stuff.
there's not enough education in here. That's why people don't know. Like people just only see the dollar figures. That's why. Like even though if you go on my most recent post on Instagram, even like a couple months ago, I don't post on the dollar figures. I post on the pips. That's why I post out. No, there's no point posting on the dollar figures because then you can do anything. Even a demo account, you can do anything you want. You know what I'm saying? So like, just post on the pips and then post on your analysis. Oh, come on.
Even if you make 1% a month, you're talking 12% a year, and that's better than the market.
That's
like
you
you don't.
the bank
That's
give
the
you.
bank. Yeah, it's actually
The
even more.
bank will give you that.
So
Right.
you don't need to flip accounts in weeks
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Just It's tough though. You know, I feel the opinion because I was once there too. We were all once there too. It's like, how quickly can I make this money? And that turns into, damn, I just lost this money pretty quickly. You know,
We've all been there. But like like what Jeff was saying, like the weekly target. I don't have a weekly target. I've got like a monthly target. A weekly target, there's no point having, because I'm a swing trader. So basically, if you talk about binaries, my weekly target is 75% at least wins in the week. But if you talk about Forex, it's the monthly target. And then my monthly target in Forex is about 15% at least a month, even though I get way more than that. But the bare minimum that I should have is 15%, but I do average about 50% a month growth. But then weekly targets,
and that's a lot, yo, Doug. Let them know that's a lot. Like I shoot for 5 to 10%, and I think that's a lot. You know.
I know, yeah, it's easy. And then here's the other thing though: traders are different. You know what I'm saying? Like people shoot for different targets and all that. As long as you're making progress and making money, there's no. So like, don't ever listen to someone who tells you, "Oh no, you know, you're not making enough pips." You are making pips, aren't you? So that's it. So if anyone ever comes and tells you you're not making enough of this, enough of that, slap him in the face and tell him to fuck off.
You heard it here first.
Person, isn't it? It's all down to the person.
Just fuck off, really, man. Because those people are the ones there who actually don't know how to trade. So like, don't ever listen from advice from any of them, because they will just lie to you and then make you, oh, you know what? Come here, we teach you how to trade in 2 days. Yeah, that's gonna fuck nothing.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Sorry for my language, but it actually is a frustrating subject here, and that makes us guys who try to actually do something good, it makes us look bad because then people will not trust traders anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if any of our listeners have come across any of the famous Forex scandals and things like that, where people claim they could teach you. Take all your money, but if you look at all of those types of people, every single one of them claim to teach you in a very short amount of time. And so if someone is telling you they can teach you in a shorter amount of time, you need to be careful, because those people don't want to they can't teach you how to trade, because it's impossible. It's like saying I can teach you how to be a pro golfer in 2 days. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, you just need to put it into perspective. People who do this professionally don't go in to a firm, spend 2 days, and then get given an account.
Exactly.
They have to do training for months and months. They don't just go in and say, oh, I know what a chart looks like, I can go into a prop firm and just trade. You study. You still need to work.
It takes those prop firm people about a year before they get on the floor and actually start trading. For that first year, they're just doing, the bitch work.
Yeah. Exactly. They're just getting coffee, basically.
Yeah.
In intern terms. No one actually goes and does something in 2 days.
Hell no. Even a year, even 2 years sometimes, And then you getting paid peanuts. You like McDonald's people be getting paid more than you do. Like all them contracts that you see offering, like the job openings, now that comes after.
You can't go on a flight simulator and then say you're a pilot after 2 days. It doesn't work. So it's the same with trading. People need to realize that.
And that's why for our courses, we like the shortest amount of time we offer is like 2 months, and even then we'd always encourage you to to go for the longer ones, or we'll stay in touch with you and give you some more help as well afterwards, because 2 months is kind of still a short time, but it's a lot longer than 5 days or 2 days or however long.
Or you can take the 2 months and then go for 2 months on your own, and then come back and go for another course. Like it's a long-term process. It's not a day or two process. Take your 2 months, implement whatever you learned in those next 2 months, and then you're gonna have more questions. Like one thing I was amazed from in my first year of trading is like I would be 4 months in, and then I'd be like, damn, I didn't know anything a month or 2 ago, and I thought I knew it all. And then like another 2 months would go by, and I'd be like, damn, I didn't know anything when I was 4 months in. Like I thought I knew it all. Yep. And like you just keep going and then like you just keep learning and learning and learning and learning. and there's just so much to learn, and it cannot be learned, in a couple of days or even a month. No, it never stops. I talked to the people at the prop firm, my prop firm coaches, and they've got 15 years of experience, 10-15 years of experience, and they are like, it amazes me when I talk to someone that has 30 years of experience. I've heard them say, I hope I can get to the level of knowledge that those people have, and that's coming with someone from 15 years of experience, so, and that's why we love it, because this industry, every single day you're learning something new. You're not just sitting there clicking buttons in your cubicle, or doing some BS work like that. You're constantly learning something new, and it's the best industry in the world.
Yeah, man, this is actually the best job in the world, even though it's got one of the highest suicide rates. Right. But that's what makes it the best of the world. It's a challenge. Every single day is a different day, and it's a challenge which will actually test you mentally as well. Actually will make you a smarter person. It actually will make you above anyone else that above your peers or whoever you're around. You will be the smartest person. And on top of that, it brings freedom. The amount of times that I'll send video in the future during the day. It's a lovely day outside. I'm taking a walk while everyone else is at work or something like that. So sorry, Mike. No offense. But I'm just trying to say that it just brings freedom. That's why I don't bother too much about money, because if I wanted to, I could actually do all that. But then, really, what's the point? Maybe it's just the type of person I am. But then I do training for freedom, really. That's it, because it just gives me all the freedom to do whatever I actually want. I can wake up whatever time I want to wake up. I can go to bed whatever time. There's no boss here.
You're not missing the open, let's be honest.
You know what the worst part is as well? When I first started training, right, and I was working, it was my first year at work, and I used to chat to Doug, and he'd be like, oh, you gotta go to bed because you got work in the morning, and I would be like, you're such a idiot. And he'd be up at 2 a.m. in the morning, and he'd be like, you've got work in 5 hours, go to bed. And I'm just like, wow.
Go to bed, man. Go work in 5 hours. Go to bed and then make your boss money.
It's brilliant. He used to taunt me so much.
But I'm beating you back now, man. Come on, man. Hey, come to us, man. Come to us.
Soon,
come to us. We are just freedom fighters out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Just fight for freedom. That's it, yeah, that is.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, post them in the chat or on our Twitter @_Traderstation, and we'll just answer them in the last few seconds of minutes of the stream.
Well, I might be the only one left on here because I can't. Oh, you're here?
I'm here too.
Oh, alright. Now we're back.
Yeah.
Doug's gone.
Yeah, Doug's
gone. What else is new?
Technology.
But our hours pretty much run out, right? How much time we have left?
We've got 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so guys, I'll close the doors.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he is. Well, guys, any questions? Definitely throw them, in the Twitter. Love to answer anything you guys have. I like this podcast. I think this was a good one. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's great. If we do say so ourselves.
Looks like someone's saying. He said, I can hear you all of a sudden, but I'm guessing he meant to say, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's going off.
Well, might as well.
You should be able to hear us now.
Maybe there's just a small lag.
Yeah.
There is a bit of
delay.
Hopefully it doesn't go through on the AM.
Anyone?
Well, anyways, market's been open for about an hour now. still
what's
looking
going on?
pretty
I've
slow.
checked my one.
Dollar strengthening a bit overnight. So nothing major.
Oh, it did gap up, but a little bit, but. Okay.
He says still nothing.
Yeah, still nothing. He said he's going to try and refresh his page. If it doesn't work, then we'll just go offline and come back online.
I mean, we only have a couple of minutes left, anyways. You know, we got to all the topics, right?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, we've done everything. Like, we're just the world's best traders right here. There's no one like us. There's no one like
we're back
us.
now.
Nice. Well, on another note, I know you guys don't care about the U.S. markets much because we're a bunch of small peas over here.
You know what?
But
I really hate this market. I really hate you guys. That's it.
I love
you
I
hate
love
the U.S.
downturn.
market? Get out of here.
Oh,
I love
On the
that
weekly-
market.
On the
I
weekly
hate
chart,
you.
we got a nice little double bottom here, bull body. It looks like we're heading up, but we're still largely in the trading range. So, you know, it's pretty similar to the Forex charts. We just keep bouncing up and down between ranges, you know, and I expect the U.S. markets to get up to, you know, I'm talking about the S&P. I expect it to get up to the 2,000 area, but I expect to find sellers there again and just push it back down. And I do think we're going lower. I honestly do think we are in the start of a bear market here for the next 1 to 2 years. So it's gonna be this is like a really good learning experience. So I'm excited to watch
Where
it.
is the strength going to come from? I don't see where any strength is going to come from. I just see weakness in the chart.
Yeah,
What?
I
So
don't like.
I don't think the S&P can get to 2,000.
No,
You know
I'm
what?
just saying that because of the you know,
it's
the
gonna
Bulls
get
had a good
stuff.
week. That's it.
Yeah,
The Bulls
well,
had a good
yeah.
week. I think we're gonna
It's a relief
trade up a
rally.
little bit. Yeah,
It
yeah,
came from
yeah.
the dollar, didn't it? It just came because the dollar was rallying. That's all.
Right,
There isn't
right.
any- I don't know.
S&P will get to 2,000.
Sorry?
You think?
Yeah, it is going to get there. Trust me. And then,
Doug, we don't care about what you have to say because you just said you ain't care about the U.S. markets, all right?
Oh, we've got a question, guys.
I care about the US markets you like I care about the US markets because they're going to make me a lot of money.
What's the question? What's the question, John?
Yeah, what's
This one's from D-Rex.
yeah.
It says, what or how do us guys begin to analyze the market? Sometimes when he opens the chart, he feels so small and confused. After a while, it clears out. But what would we recommend as starting points?
You know, what I do is I don't know what type of trader you are, D-Rex. I don't know if you're going for daily profits or weekly profits or monthly profits, but my personality, you know, I like to hold positions for days to weeks, and I just analyze from the top down. So I'll start with the monthly chart and go down to, you know, to the weekly, and just go down from there and look at swing highs and swing lows, and, you know, highs of the week, highs of the month, lows of the week, lows of the month. I'll put those all on the chart, and you know, I'll take it from there.
Yeah,
That's true. I think
I do
bigger
something
picture
quite
to
similar.
start with. Yeah.
like what Chris said, the first thing I always do in the chart, I just look for the support and resistance. That's the first thing I always do. I just look at the key levels and then work from that. Do I need to fit a Fibonacci in, some trend lines maybe? I don't use any indicators. For mine.
Fibonacci. Get out of here.
Is king, I swear. The Fibonacci
Yeah, I use Fibonacci as well.
I think I
There's
use
no
Fibonacci
need
for
for
targets.
indicators.
I've
Indicators
never
lag
used-
anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I only use indicators for binary, and that's for like 5-minute expiry.
Yeah.
Or 30 expiry. Very short time frames, yeah, sure. But if you're on long time frames and trying to use indicators, man, you're gonna lose your money.
Yeah. They're
It's
too slow.
definitely- Yeah, they're too slow and they lag too much. The bigger the time frame, the more useless indicators are.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think personally, but then someone else, they might think different. Like, it actually might work for them. But I'm saying it's all preference, guys. Like, it just depends on what style you are, what strategy that you use. That's it.
Yeah.
And even like when I started as well, I didn't even know what the whole strategy was in trading. I'm like, how do I find a strategy for myself? And I started copying other people, and then I just built my own. Like, I didn't copy other people, but I'm just saying, like, I look so hard, YouTube, forex trading strategy, you know, trying to
Alright,
do the
guys,
thing.
come to the end of the podcast.
Oh.
We'll be gone in like 26 seconds. So,
Thanks for listening,
Yeah,
y'all.
thanks for listening, guys. And I hope we answered your questions. You'll see us in the chat if you're in the chat. And yeah, have a good night.
Peace, Trader Station.
On Traderstation, Instagram, @ Traderstation, Twitter, Traderstation, YouTube, and there's traders out there.